Hey. Hey, family. Hey, family. How y'all doing? How everyone doing? I hope everybody had a blessed day. I hope everybody had a nice day today. How's everyone? Y'all good? We good? We good? My family good? Y'all good? Yes. Hello, everyone. All right, y'all. So you know I'm your expert trainer, Danny C. And this is where fitness meets politics. Okay, you all. Yesterday, well, the meeting was crazy. Let's just talk about the meeting. The meeting yesterday was crazy. I know you all saw a lot of the footage on the news, and actually, if you go on my page, I filmed the whole live of the council meeting, which it only lasts like 28 minutes. Brendan Johnson got there late, and he did some foul stuff because listen, you all. Hey, yes. Chicago flips red, baby. Okay, so y'all, we at the meeting, right? The meeting, he was late. First of all, Brendan Johnson was late at the meeting. It's supposed to start at 10. That's when I told you I was going to be live at 10. 10:30. It's supposed to start at 10. But I told you I was going to go live at 10:30. And he still wasn't there, right? So he came late and stayed for 20 minutes, like 20-some minutes, and then left. So he knew that they wasn't going to vote on their budget because he don't have enough support, all right? And the reason why he don't have enough support because we've been putting pressure on those aldermen. That's why, that's why we had to put pressure. That's why I keep telling you all, we have to hold these aldermen, we have to hold them accountable. They work for us. If you all keep voting on things that we do not want, then you're gonna get out that office. You're going to commit political suicide, and you're going to align yourself with a one-term mayor. He know he's out of there, but he got money now. He done stole money. That's why we want Trump to do an audit. But you aldermen who want to make a career and want those seats because you pay your bills with that seat, you're going to be out of there. Because you're going to stop selling those seats, you're going to stop selling us out, and you're going to be held accountable. Y'all been doing this for too long. Now you got people that's going to hold you accountable. Or if you don't do what we ask you to do, then we're going to show your constituents how you selling them out. So that's what we on, for real. So it's making a difference. So this is what's going on, right? The reason why he wanted to act crazy, do some crazy stuff was because he don't have enough support for that bill. So he's proposing a $68 million property tax on us. Yes, us, the citizens. And he want to do the bag tax. He want to do the Uber tax. He want to do the streaming tax. He want to do the what up? You know, all those. He just want to nickel and dime us, right? Now, let me let y'all hear some stuff. So let me let y'all hear. Hey everybody. Hey everyone. Hey my beautiful family. Hey you all. So let's see. Let's see what Brandon Johnson got going on. Okay, let's look at this, y'all. Let's look at this. Oh, do you know if Ronnie Mosley voted to? You know what, y'all? I'm gonna get the list. I'm gonna talk about that. So I'm gonna get the list of all the aldermen that voted yes to you all. That voted yes for this budget. So I'm gonna do that. I'm probably gonna do that probably tomorrow. Let's talk about that list of everybody who voted yes for this budget. I'm gonna let y'all know. Because we got the list. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Let me see. Greetings. Hey, everybody. Hey, let's go. Okay, let's see what he's talking about. Let's see what the news talking about because of this budget. Let's see. Because I want y'all to hear. Let's see what they got to say.
Do you want your phone to be like this? Download this app for free. And
so we're gonna let y'all see what's going on.
To trade favors for votes.
Okay, now listen to this.
Vote on the 2025 budget today, but it didn't happen. Mayor Brandon Johnson delayed the vote at the last minute.
And now the city risks a government shutdown. Political reporter Paris Schutz has the latest on this. Paris.
Yeah, Sylvia and Terrence, quite simply put, the mayor did not have the votes to pass his budget that includes a $68 million property tax hike and a host of other taxes and fees. And so now this weekend, it's back to the drawing board.
This weekend, y'all.
This meeting is recessed until December 16th at 1 p.m.
The mayor and city council clocked out not long after clocking in for work today without a budget agreement. Opponents say taxpayers have spoken loud and clear.
Listen.
Johnson's weekend assignment.
Did y'all hear? Taxpayers have spoken loud and clear. We let our voice be known. We don't want this. Brandon Johnson not listen to us. He gonna do what he want to do. But our aldermen, we letting them know loud and clear. You do that, you won't have them seats. So that's what they talking about.
Finding 26 votes that will budget agreement. Opponents say taxpayers have spoken loud and clear. Johnson's weekend assignment, finding 26 votes that will approve a balanced budget.
If you're asking me if it's going to be close, yes, it's going to be close, right? If that's what you're asking me, look, I am confident in the alders who have really demonstrated just a remarkable interest and a tenacity, quite frankly, that the people of Chicago should be very proud of. And so that tenacity, along with, the full force of my operation to continue to put forth a balanced budget that reflects the values of the people of Chicago, yes, I still...
now you hear what he said. To put forth, so he need 26. He need 26 aldermen to vote on this budget, and you just heard what the beginning it was for our property taxes, other little taxes. So now look what this man keeps saying. It's what we want. The values of Chicago, us. That's not our values. But look how delusional this mayor is.
Demonstrated just a remarkable interest and a tenacity, quite frankly, that the people of Chicago should be very proud of. And so that tenacity, along with, the full force of my operation to continue to put forth a balanced budget that reflects the values of the people of Chicago, yes, I still remain very much optimistic.
42nd Ward Alderman Brendan Riley says there won't be a deal if the mayor tries to trade favors for votes.
We have horse trading, people being offered $40 million park district fee. Your committees. All that stuff is
okay. Listen to listen, alderman. Remember, I told you your alderman been selling y'all out. They've been selling us out. So this is alderman. They've been selling us out for a long time, y'all. That's why they're doing stuff like pageant budgets and spending money that they shouldn't be doing, and it's hurting us. Even though they supposed to go represent us, they're not doing that. They're lining their pockets up, and they know that you're not going to hold them accountable, so they keep doing it. This is what they do. So he's telling. So this is your Alderman Riley. Alderman Riley is telling you all what's happening. Let's listen to Alderman Riley. Let's listen to him.
He says there won't be a deal if the mayor tries to trade favors for votes.
We had horse trading, people being offered $40 million park district field houses, extra staffers for their committees. All of that stuff is waste. That's fluff. And every one of those dollars wasted is a dollar coming out of the Chicago taxpayer's pocket. And that's untenable.
Riley and his colleagues did say they'd be open to cutting $170 million worth of civilian positions in the Chicago Police Department that are currently sitting vacant. That would negate the need for a property tax hike, and is something the mayor said he's receptive to.
If we're paying for services that individuals are not getting, I understand why Alderman Beal and Alderman Riley have brought that forward. It's a solution that we're willing to consider.
Now, the mayor continues to refer to himself as the collaborator-in-chief, but the clock is ticking.
Now, he called himself the collaborator-in-chief. You don't collaborate with nobody. You just do what you want to do. So, that's your alderman. So, you know, so we still got to see. So, that he's still trying to get this budget. So, he's paying your aldermen for them to say yes on this budget. All while you're being taxed. We're being taxed. So I'm gonna pay you. I'm gonna line your pockets if you vote on this budget, and everybody gonna be good except for the people that put you in office. So these aldermen's gonna stop selling us out. That's not your job. Is you work for us. So you're gonna stop selling us out and doing what you want to do. So that's one of them. Let's see this. Okay, let's go. There's another alderman talk about it. Let's see what this is.
The number one trick for an aging.
So this is all after we left the meeting. We was at the meeting and we went off, but this is all after we left the meeting. Now look at this.
On this Friday, Mayor Johnson's proposed budget suffers a major defeat this morning.
WGN's Jewel Hillary is live at City Hall with details on the City Council revolt. Jewel.
Listen.
Hi, good afternoon, Dina and Pat. Mayor Brandon Johnson's controversial budget was expected to be voted on today, but that did not happen because Mayor Johnson couldn't convince enough council members to vote yes. Today's meeting ended in less than 30 minutes after the mayor and his allies forced through a motion to recess until Monday afternoon. Now, although it was quick, council chambers erupted into chaos with members of the public shouting and screaming, many of them ultimately being kicked out. Many city council members say they're against the idea of any budget that relies on property taxes. A few weeks ago, council unanimously rejected a $300 million property tax increase. A $150 million hike also failed to gain support. Mayor Johnson's latest $17.3 billion plan includes a $68.5 million property tax hike that was expected to be voted on today. But the mayor initiated a 32-16 vote to recess, pushing the next meeting until next Monday.
Okay, so listen, y'all. Y'all see, he had 16 votes. 32-16, so he needs some more votes. So 16 of your aldermen voted for yes, for you to get this property tax hike. 16 of your aldermen voted for this. He didn't have enough to pass it, so he tried. So because he didn't have enough, then he postponed it, the meeting. But see, your aldermen knew that we were there, like they said. They knew we were there, and we wasn't playing. Look at this. You can see us right there in the back.
City council members say they're against the idea of any budget that relies on property taxes. A few weeks ago, council unanimously rejected a $300 million property tax increase. A $150 million hike also failed to gain support. Look
back there. We not playing.
Mayor Johnson's latest $17.3 billion plan includes a $68.5 million property tax hike that was expected to be voted on today. But the mayor initiated a 32-16 vote to recess, pushing the next meeting until next Monday, December the 16th. Johnson has also proposed a rise in some fees and services amounting to $165.5 million.
Look at that. We ain't playing.
Don't agree with the mayor's plan, say there haven't been enough cuts to make some of his proposed increases make sense.
We cannot continue to spend money that we don't have.
Okay, so let's see what this alderman. Let's see who this alderman is. So this is your alderman. Hold on. This is your alderman, Gilbert Vallis. Let me make sure. Gilbert, let me make sure. Gilbert Velas, that's his name. Okay, so now listen to what your alderman. So if your alderman is Gilbert Velas, then this is your Villa, whatever. I can't say that name. I don't know what that is. But you all can look at it when you look at the video.
tax increase, a $150 million to be voted on today, but the mayor initiated a
So I'm gonna let you all
16
see.
vote to recess, pushing the next meeting until next Monday, December the 16th. Johnson has also proposed a rise in some fees and services amounting to $165.5 million. Aldermen who don't agree with the mayor's plan say there haven't been enough cuts to make some of his proposed increases make sense.
We cannot continue to spend money that we don't have, and that's why a bunch of us have said, let's take a look at efficiencies first. What's going to happen with this budget if it passes is that the mayor and his allies are going to get the North Pole, and the voters are going to get coal in their stocking for Christmas. What we want to do...
Gilbert, Vegas.
Now, auditors are saying that they'll take the weekend to continue budget negotiations without that $68.5 million property tax increase, although...
So they saying they'll take the weekend to think about it, but they don't want to do that property, the property tax. They don't want to do that because we already let it be known. If you do that, we don't want no taxes. We do not want to be taxed. Let Brandon Johnson take away all the money he's spending on himself and his staff. Let him cut his salary. Do all of that. Let him cut everything that he's funding for him and his people. Don't sit up there and put no nickel and dime taxes on us. So his name is Gilbert Vegas. I believe Vegas. Whatever, Vegas. All right. So what he's saying is, so you heard, so now, if that's your alderman, he seems like he's against that. But we don't know because they always say one thing and they go back doing another thing. So we're going to stay on that. So I just want y'all to hear some of the stuff that was going on at the meeting, after the meeting, what they were telling the press.
At this point, we're not sure how that gap will be filled.
Okay, so let's get another one. Okay, let's see this one.
It's not too late to score deals on holiday gifts at your
So we're gonna see.
by Dick's Sporting Goods.
Motion to recess. Vote is now open.
Now look, you all. Now these were, I'm gonna show you, but these were the disruptors. So they were there, and they start screaming, "MAGA, we hate MAGA," and things like that. And they was at us, screaming at us. So we believe these people were Antifa. They were just brought there to be professional, just to disrupt what was going on. That's what they do. That's what the Democrat Party do, especially when they finna do something bogus and they want to distract you to see what's going on. So that's what these people were, but they was getting ready to get beat down. But yeah, but I'm gonna show you the video. I just want to show y'all some stuff.
Seems open to not raising property taxes after yet another budget setback. The meeting was over before it really began.
Motion to recess. Vote is now open.
Some members of the public and council members frustrated. And as the mayor recessed the meeting until Monday, he was met with jeers from the gallery. The mayor quickly exiting the chambers along with his staff and security in a very public moment of political defeat.
I don't think he understands the implications of playing games
thank
like
you,
he is,
Law.
and it's going to hurt taxpayers.
Hold on, let me see. Thank you so much, J Law. Thank you for that $100. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, J Law. That was $100. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
The mayor delaying that budget vote.
Implications of playing games like he.
Okay, so let's look at this.
With his staff and security.
Hold on, y'all. That man said what he said, and ran up out of there real fast. So, okay, so let's see. Look.
Moment of political defeat.
I don't think he understands the implications of playing games like he is, and it's going to hurt.
Okay, so wait a minute. Let's get your alderman. Let's make sure we get who's talking. Let me get him. Let y'all see who this is.
In a very public moment of political defeat.
Let me see something.
I don't think he understands the implications of playing games.
Okay. This is Alderman Scott. I can't pronounce his last name, y'all. It's Waguesp. So let me let y'all see. This is your alderman right here. Look at that name. Y'all see that name? That's the name. So if that's your alderman, I can't pronounce that name, y'all. Last name, I can't pronounce it. So let's hear what he got to say.
The mayor quickly exiting the chambers, along with his staff and security, in a very public moment of political defeat.
I don't think he understands the implications of playing games like he is, and it's going to hurt taxpayers more than anybody else.
The mayor delaying
See,
that budget.
now that's how your alderman's supposed to be talking. He playing games, but it's going to hurt taxpayers. See, this is how your alderman's supposed to be talking because they represent you. So they supposed to be sticking up for you and talking and representing you. This is what all those aldermen should be saying. Every last one of them. Every last one of them. This is how they should be speaking. This is what they should be saying. No, we're not doing this. But they not. Because a lot of them, like I said, getting paid off to sell you out. So, if that's your alderman, get his name again. This is your alderman right here. Alderman Scott, and whatever that last name is. So, but still, like I said, you still have to be careful with these aldermen because they will say one thing and then go back and vote yes. So we will be watching that. We will be watching to see who, at the end of the day, who said yes. Because see, they know if you notice, they kept showing back in the back. We wasn't playing. All we was yelling was, y'all better not vote on that budget. Y'all better not vote on that budget. And we got the names. So, all we saying is, if you do it, and you try to do it undercover, try to come out and say, talk good in the public, but go in there and sell your people out, your people gonna know about it. That's what we told them, period. So, let's see.
And it's going to hurt taxpayers more than anybody else.
The mayor delaying that budget vote because he didn't have support from at least 25 alderpersons, largely due to his $68.5 million.
So, listen. He did that because he did not have enough support. So he didn't have 25 of your aldermen was saying no. And the reason why they were saying no was because of that 68 million property tax. That was one of the reasons why they were saying no. But they were saying no because they knew they was going to be held accountable. That's what they knew we was back there. And we had already told them that we was going to make them famous. Already.
Mayor Brandon Johnson vowing to find a compromise.
So let's see.
Largely here.
Okay, listen again. There we go.
$8.5 million property tax increase.
Let's go back.
The implications of playing games like he is, and it's going to hurt taxpayers more than anybody else.
The mayor delaying that budget vote because he didn't have support from at least 25 alderpersons, largely due to his $68.5 million property tax increase, a fraction of his initial ask, but still untenable for many.
If you're asking me if I'm open to ideas that could draw us down to a point where there's no raise in property taxes, all of those ideas are welcome.
But where do talks go from here after a weeks-long process some describe as dysfunctional?
As collaborator-in-chief, I'm very heartened by the engagement from City Council.
He's collaborated himself into a budget impasse.
Listen.
And had there been any level of collaboration, we probably could have avoided this situation.
In this city that's prided itself on running like a clock, time is quickly running out. The weight of 11th hour talks couldn't be heavier. After midnight January 1st, if there is no approved budget, city workers won't get paid and vital services will stop.
There's 18 days to go before we hit the deadline when all uncertainty will be unleashed on the city of Chicago.
Listen.
Even if a balanced budget is approved on time, officials say the city faces a potential credit downgrade if the budget is deemed too reliant on one-time revenue.
Listen, you all. So y'all seeing what's going on. Please like and share. Yes, thank you, truck driver. Yeah, please like and share. Please like the video and subscribe. So You all seeing the pressure that we are putting on your aldermen, they feeling it. They are not just recklessly voting. They're not doing last year, they were just voting, selling everybody out last year. When we start going down there, because see, they the ones voted for that illegal money initially to get all this money. Listen, you all, please like the video, share, please like. Please like the video, you all. See, this would never had happened had they not voted to give those illegals all that money in the first place. Remember back then, I don't know if you all were keeping up with it, but about a year and a half ago, your aldermen had voted to give those illegals that money. Beal was the only one who stood up. We were there. But we were just there. It wasn't as big as it was, Chicago Flips Red. So Beal had stood up and said, if he was telling the other aldermen, he said, this is like a year and a half ago. He said, you all are voting to give these illegals all this money. And you know, at the end of the year, it's gonna fall on the taxpayers. You all know that if you all give this money, allocate this money now, and I believe it was what, 300 million at the time. He was saying that if you vote on this now, what's gonna happen is this man is gonna come back. Listen to what Bill said, and I'm gonna find that. I'm gonna try to find that clip when I start. What I probably would do is I'm gonna find that video when Bill was saying that. Probably when I do the next video to show you which one of your aldermen voted for this. So he was saying, if you all vote and give them this money, they will be, Brandon Johnson is gonna have to come back before the end of the year like now, and he's gonna have to get that money, make that money up. And if he do, he's gonna try to get it from the taxpayers. That means the taxpayer is gonna have to pay for this. He said that out of his mouth, and lo and behold, your aldermen voted for it. It was like Bill, Raymond Lopez, and maybe a few more said no, but the rest of them voted for that. So they never should have voted the things they doing now, which is saying, no, we can't do this, we can't vote on this. They should have been doing that a year and a half ago. They should have been doing that, your aldermen, but they wasn't. They were doing this and they were just voting recklessly. It could be because they was getting their pockets lined. Everybody in there stealing money. Brandon Johnson, he didn't stole money from this illegal crisis. All his people, all these aldermen stole money. So they were just in there just paying themselves and just getting paid. They did not think that the citizens was going to come down there and now shine a light on them. They didn't think that. Y'all got to understand. This Democrat machine has been selling out and being corrupt for a very long time, period. They never had anyone to challenge them like we challenging them. They never had that. So you got to understand, they never expected us to do what we did and revolt like we are doing. They never expected that. So, and then when we did do it, they thought that, okay, they just here saying something, okay, they'll go away, or they gonna be complaining, but they some black people complaining, whatever. And it was just business as usual. Okay, let's vote. All your aldermen were getting paid, and they was just doing what they wanted to do. They never, ever thought that we was going to do what we did and this was going to happen. They never thought that. So the fact that the light has was shine on Chicago the way it is now, because a lot of the things we were saying, the news media start covering it. A lot of things that we were doing, and then our voices had started being heard. They never banked on that. They never did. So now, if you notice, you all, the whole spotlight is on Chicago. Every time we go down there, every time there's a meeting, anytime, if you notice, everything is on the spotlight. They want to know what they voting on. They want to know what's going on. They want to know how much money they give to illegals, because we made our voices heard. We complained. We didn't just go for it like California did, like New York did. We didn't do that. And they was not banking on Chicago to step up like we did. Especially, listen you all, especially what I'm saying, they were not, see, you got to understand, the Democrat Party, they run on and they get paid on and they stay in power because they promote victimhood. And they always do it, and they're using that through black people. Because we the ones who they always want to use. They racist over there. They trying to keep you down. See, they always use us to get rich off of. That's what they do, because they have to have a professional victim in order for them to get paid. They have to have a victim. So black people always have been a punching bag, always have voted blue no matter who, 95% of the time. Since 60 years, we always did it. So they never expected black America, black Chicagoans to come out like we did. They was just like, we do this to y'all all the time. We just do whatever we want to do, and y'all stupid enough, y'all go for it. Y'all been doing it for 50 years. It ain't like y'all gonna wake up now. They banked on us just still being stupid. So when they did what they did, when they was just voting and doing what they was doing, they didn't bank on us. And now you got to think about it, you all. Think about this. They didn't bank on black people, because Democrat used black people, because black people are supposed to be for the Democrats. Black people always go hard for Democrats. We always vote blue. So now you have, during an election year, think about what I'm saying. During an election year, you have black people, women, because you know black people, women, supposed to be the face of the Democrat Party. Now you have black people standing up saying you Democrat is bogus, and shining a light on what they're doing in the corruption in Chicago. They never expected that. And they definitely didn't need it during election time. Because as you know, as y'all know, they tried to give us a fake black woman. So now, listen, you got election time. You selling black people out. You selling them out, but you always sold black people out. Democrat Party, they never said nothing. So it is what it is. But this time, you done sold you done put illegals and took our money and trying to, and listen. Now you got different type of people, because now you hear Miss Jessica. See, we a different type of breed now. Y'all thought y'all was gonna take Miss Jessica property, and y'all thought she was gonna be another person like y'all been selling black people property, older black people property for a long time in Chicago. That's just what they do, seriously. But they just happened to find the right one this time. So you was not expecting to get Jessica Jackson. You stole her mother property, and you thought she was gonna take it. You was not expecting Zoe Lee, that you stole her mother property, and they got deeds. They got the will deeds. So you couldn't lie like that it was somebody else's name, because they got the originals. So you thought that you was gonna be able to do what you want to, sell black people out, do what you take black people homes, like you've been doing for years. You just happen to come across the right ones. So Jessica Jackson, she was still going down there, never stopped for a year. It's almost 2 years now, and never stopped, almost every day. See, they was like, okay, whatever, all right. Now y'all stole Zoe mother property, demolished her building, everything. Now Zoe down there every day. Now y'all like, okay, hold on. Okay. These people consistent. These people not playing. These people they steady coming. Now you got now we're in an election year. Far as now we got months in election. So we down in election months. So y'all, they didn't need that smoke, but you had consistent people, persistent people who you thought that you was just gonna be, they was just the average black person that you been stole from there for how y'all been doing. But these was a new breeds. You wasn't banking on that. Now, here we go during election time. Now, you thought you was just going to do what you wanted to do, Democrats, and you was going to get a fake black woman, and we was going to go for it like in Chicago, like we always do. But you never banked on that you was going to have black faces up there shining a light on what you doing. And you never banked on that now it was going to get the coverage you got. Now the light is like shines on everything you do. Everything Brandon Johnson do, if you notice, is critique, just like that. And then you got Fox, you got all these news people hitting us up, want us to come on and talk about what's going on. They never banked on that. They never banked on that. Because now you got black faces. The woman that's supposed to be behind the Democrat Party, you got black faces speaking out about the corruption, especially in Chicago. Nobody ever challenged that machine, you all. They never did. And now they never had the spotlight on them like they are. So now this is some big stuff, because now you got these aldermen. Now the spotlight is on us, and then we go on national TV because Fox and all them, CBS is covering. If you notice, we go viral if we speak, they covering it. And you got people saying on TV, because all these networks putting it out with the residents, all the YouTubers are covering it. All the #1 YouTubers are covering it. Chicago residents going off. Chicago this, Chicago mayor, Chicago, black Chicago's is saying this. You got it all on Twitter. Now you got black Chicago telling no aldermen on live national TV, full coverage, telling your aldermen, if y'all vote on anything that we don't want, if y'all keep selling us out because y'all getting paid, we coming for those seats. And we gonna let everybody know what y'all doing. All your people know what you doing. As a matter of fact, we gonna make it Famous Friday. So now we gonna take one of y'all every Friday to go to show your constituents what you doing, how you sold them out, what you voting for, how you been voting, why they neighborhoods look like that, why was those illegals allowed to come in their neighborhood like that, why you steady voting on what you voting on, why did you allow this, why did you vote on that money for these illegals anyway, knowing that you needed that money for the neighborhood where you got all them abandoned buildings in your neighborhood. See, now we finna let all your people know how you been selling them out. They never expected that to go national news and that to get it out. Never expected it. So now they see us, they gotta watch their back. Because we telling them we coming for those seats. They know we coming for those seats. Everything we do is viral. So now we showing you, we are your media. We showing you, like I told you, the line in MSDNC, Roland Martin, all them lying people. We're your media now. We are showing you exactly how corrupt Chicago is, and y'all listening. The world is listening now. It ain't just y'all. It ain't just Chicago. It ain't just United States. The world is listening. They never expected that. The Democratic Party never, and then you got, so it ain't white faces, because you know if it was white, they'd be talking about, oh, they racist, they doing this, it's racist. You got a bunch of black faces calling y'all out. So y'all can't call us racist. Y'all can't say we xenophobic. Y'all can't say that we doing this. Y'all can't label us the way y'all label white people. Democrat Party. You got black people who supposed to be the backbone of the Democrat Party. You got black women who supposed to be the face of the Democrat Party calling y'all out and shining the light on how crooked y'all are and how y'all done sold out black people for a very long time. Been selling them out. Been doing that. They never expected that. And especially during election year. That's why I'm saying. So so what's going on now, your aldermen are now thinking about, okay, do I commit political suicide? Because we got to knock on every door in your ward. First of all, we're going to go live like we did Famous Friday. So the internet is where everybody getting their information. We're going to go on the internet and talk about it. Everybody podcast, who want us on, we're going to talk about it. And we're going to tell what you've been doing. Now, are we not going to tell everybody what you've been doing? We're going to make sure we go viral like we going to tell it. So everything we finna cover it all bases. So people get the internet, people watch the internet, they get their news from there. So now we're gonna go on the internet. We're gonna go where people getting their news from, and we're gonna talk about you and tell your people what you've been doing. Now, you see, they didn't get those votes. 26 of those aldermen was like, our people don't want those votes. We got to think about our people. Now they want to think about their people. Now they want to think about your tax. Now they want to think about the people they should have been thinking about all along, who put them in power, all the ones who voted for them to represent them. You should have been thinking about that years ago, but you wasn't. And you only doing it now because the light is being shined on you. So you got to go. You got to get up out of those seats. We finna revamp the whole Chicago. They gotta go. We got a clean house. Like Trump is cleaning house from the government, from the federal level, y'all. We got a clean house from the whole local level. And all we have to do is keep shining the information, giving you the information that your aldermen and your mayor and everything been doing. And you all need to make a decision. We gotta stop being stuck on stupid. So yeah, that's what's happening. That's what's happening. That's why you see all your aldermen. Usually Bill and Raymond Lopez usually always kind of, but I got a little problem. Raymond Lopez is my alderman, but I got a bone to pick with him because you let illegals, you use the Gage Park to house illegals. That was a Gage Park was a field house that was being used for the community. The community was using Gage Park field house, Raymond Lopez. It was. So why did you allow these illegals, if you so much against them, why did you allow the illegals to take Gage Park house when you knew that was a functional field house that the community was using? So that's what I'm saying. I got a bone to pick with you, Raymond Lopez, because see, you say that you're not for all of this, but you doing stuff that I don't like. That didn't make sense. You should have said, no, they can't come here. No, we got to function in. That's where the seniors go. That's where the kids go. That's where after school program is. You're not going to take my citizens' resources to house people who broke the law to get here. I'm not doing it. So why did you do that, Raymond Lopez? See, so that's what I mean when I say it's some questionable things that these people do. They say one thing, but some of these things you doing don't match up. That's what I'm saying. So ain't nobody crazy. So now the spotlight is on Chicago. If you notice, Brandon Johnson can't catch a break, y'all. He cannot catch a break. Think about it. All the YouTubers covering them, all the major ones. He viral on X everywhere. They clowning him on X everywhere. On TikTok, they clowning him. He's getting clowned everywhere. Every major platform where people are, where millions of people are, Americans, the light is being shined on Chicago. On X, you got all of your aldermen on there. So we letting it ride on X too. So y'all gonna understand what you doing. Michelle Harris, that you done sold out everybody in your community. Michelle Harris got to go. How you gonna be in there that long since 2007 and your community look like that? How do you allow your community to go down the hill as much as you did? You've been in there for that many years, Michelle Harris. You a disgrace to your people. You look at your community. You've been selling out your community for a very long time. The Regal Theater, Michelle Harris. Why that's a black man who bought that and you blocking him because you done sold it to white developers. Michelle Harris, you gotta go. Go look at Zoe, what we did on her. She's a disgrace. She's a sellout. Look at y'all community. Michelle Harris community. If that's your alderman, she gotta go. She got to be the first one because you're an OG, Michelle Harris. You are OG. You've been behind a bunch of mayors. You've been with a bunch of mayors, Michelle Harris. All these mayors you done been behind. So that means you've been getting paid for a long time to sell your people out. You are OG in this. Why you got to go? So yes, your aldermen, they have to go. So go on Zoe channel and go look at what we did on Michelle Harris. We did Jesse Fuentes. If that's your alderman, Jesse Fuentes gotta go. Michelle Harris has to go. Go look at it. Zoe channel. Me, Miss Jessica Jackson, we did it. We let y'all know what y'all aldermen's been doing. So that let's hear what Bill said. Now listen to this, you all. I need you all to really listen to Alderman Beal, what he's saying. Listen to what this man is saying, because he really telling y'all what's really going on. Let's see this.
Elections have...
Okay, y'all, so I'm going to try not to interrupt. I'm going to try not to interrupt, but I'm going to let Bill break it down. Alderman Anthony Beal break it down and let you know what's really going on. All right, y'all? So let me let y'all hear what Bill had to say. Now, listen, and then we're going to talk about it, because this is crazy. Listen, so this man want to raise our taxes. He want to nickel and dime us. But look what he's getting ready to do. Look what he's proposing in that budget. Look what he's doing. This man needs to go to jail. That's gonna be okay. Let me let y'all hear. Let me let y'all hear what Bill had to say.
Put these 3 aging accelerators
holiday into the new year.
Okay, let's look at this.
The Chicago City Council will vote today, maybe, on a new city budget that includes $234 million in tax hikes. Yesterday, the Chicago Tribune reported the new budget supports a 62% increase in city spending since 2019. Chicago is outspending LA, New York City, and Houston.
Did y'all listen to what they just said? Chicago is outspending. Listen to what I'm saying, y'all. We're outspending New York, LA, all of these places. Chicago is outspending all these major cities. Brandon Johnson is outspending all these. Your aldermen, remember I told you they should have never voted on this in the first place earlier, about a year or so ago. They should have never voted on this. Earlier during the year, they sold you out, period. And now this man is outspending all these major cities. That don't even make no sense. Not only did he do that, and your alderman is allowed to do that, he had the nerve to come back and try to get a $300 million tax hike, property tax on us. So it's like I'm going to spend, and then I'm going to come back and tax y'all. Y'all going to pay for it, not me. I'm going to get rich. I'm going to spend all this money, $600 million, and I believe it's more, on funding illegals, everything, and my salary, everybody else's salary, because I'm paying these aldermen to vote this way. And not only that, I know we're going to be in the deficit, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back and I'm going to get the money from you that raising your property taxes, even though you already taxed out, even though we wanted the highest tax place in Chicago, Illinois, even though we had the highest taxes, even though this economy is so bad, and your people in Chicago, we are struggling and losing houses, y'all stealing people's houses, even though you knew that, you said, I'm going to spend this money and I'm going to come back and tax y'all, the people that's already struggling. And your aldermen was going to vote on it. They were voting on that. They had been voting on this. The only way they stopped was when we started coming down there holding they butts accountable to it. The only way. That's terrible. Now that right there That's treason. Because you knew, these aldermen knew, you all, they knew that he was spending this money. They knew when he gave $600 million to these illegals, they knew that he was gonna have to come back. Bill said it. And they did not care. They should have not voted on that in the first place. But they voted on there because they all got paid. And now they being held accountable. Now they want to fake come in here like they finna do something. And because we holding their butt to the fire. No, y'all got to go anyway. Y'all got to go. Because y'all should have been honest in the first place. When your people put you in that position and voted you in as an alderman, you should have said, I'm representing for my people, for the people who put me up for my district. I'm not doing this. But because you've been made to do it, because the light been shined on you, so now you want to fake do it, you gotta go. So listen to this, y'all. I just want to make sure y'all listen to what this
The
is.
Chicago City Council will vote today, maybe, on a new city budget that includes $234 million in tax hikes. Yesterday, the Chicago Tribune reported the new budget supports a 62% increase in city spending since 2019. Chicago is outspending LA, New York City, and Houston by far. Ninth Ward Alderman Anthony Beal joins us now. Okay, we're trying to hash this out. Is there a vote today or is there not a vote today?
Well, we really don't know yet. We're hearing, through different avenues that they're going to try to postpone the vote. But we've already postponed it long enough. The budget has been pushed back a couple of months, and the mayor's been trying to buy time, and he's been trying to buy votes. And, right now they don't have the votes, so I think they're just trying to, buy themselves more time in order to try to convince other aldermen and probably buy some more votes to go their way.
Okay, so let's say
you heard he said they've been trying to buy votes. Now, any other time, he would have been able to buy those votes and it would have went right through. Now, he can't buy those votes because we held him accountable. That's what's going on. Bill been talking about this. All right, please like and share the video, you all. Can you like the video, please? Thanks for coming. Please like the video. Please like and share. Subscribe, you all. Subscribe to the video. But let's hear what Bill let's finish here and
either isn't voted on or does not pass ultimately within the next week. We have a deadline at the end of the year. What happens next?
Well, the thing is, they've been trying to have this scare tactic saying, if you all don't vote for it, we have to vote for it by the end of the year. And this has been a disaster that has been created by the administration. They purposely pushed this back to try to force us into the holiday, into the new year, trying to force us to vote on something that we know is a horrible budget. And so we can extend it. There's nothing in the law that says we cannot extend our budget.
So hold on. You hear what Bill's saying? Bill said he waited to the last minute, right? He waited to the last minute because, see, if you wait to the last minute, then it forces them to have to vote on this budget, because that if he don't, I told you all, they have to have this budget by the 31st, by the end of this year. If they don't, they going into a shutdown, where I showed you all in the other video where they saying it's going to be a government shutdown where people won't get paid. So what he did was wait. He knew he was bogus. He waited to the very end to propose this bogus budget. So now your aldermen, which would have probably went through because they always vote bogusly, but he was not expecting that they wasn't going to vote on this budget because they had been doing it all along. But because some of these aldermen realize that they want to keep these seats, and they realize that this is only a one-term mayor, they know he added it. These aldermen know that Brandon Johnson is never getting back in office. They know this. Like Miss Jessica said in her video, you can align yourself with a one-term mayor if you want to. So they know he's not getting back in. So now some of them like, okay, if I want a career in this, we know he ain't getting back in, but I want to get back in. I better start acting like I got some sense. Brendan Johnson never counted on that because he had been paying them. They had been selling us out all along. But now that a lot of them realize, hey, this mayor we got people watching us. Everybody is watching us. We can't just do what we want to do. Now they not doing it. So now Brandon Johnson, like, oh, okay, now they giving him a hard time. But if you notice, before then, they wasn't doing none of this. They was doing so much bogus stuff, period. So like Bill say, they had been voting. So he tried to wait to the end. Then, hey, y'all got to vote on this because if we got to get this done by the end of the year. And they usually going to vote on this because they don't want a government shutdown, which has never happened. And so think about it. The government shutdown has never happened. So these aldermen now are doing things that never happened in history, like the 50-0 vote that they voted for the 300 million. That never happened, you all. That never happened where every alderman voted 300 million, 50-0. So now this never happened where you're going to have a government shutdown, Chicago shutdown, because these aldermen have to, they can't vote on this budget because they know they being held accountable. So now they thinking about it. And this mayor thought that he was going to get them, sell them out, like Bill said. He been paying people all along. So the ones who voted on you, I'm going to give you that list. We're going to read it out in the next video. That's probably what I'll do tomorrow. You're going to know who been getting paid, who been selling you out. But it's a lot of them, but you're going to know these people. So let's talk about, so Bill telling y'all what's going on. Go back a little bit.
And if you all don't vote for it, we have to vote for it by the end of the year. And this has been a disaster that has been created by the administration. They purposely pushed this back to try to force us into the holiday, into the new year, trying to force us to vote on something that we know is a horrible budget. And so we can extend it. There's nothing in the law that says we cannot extend our budget past the first of the year. Yes, by law, we're mandated to do it, but we can always extend it. We can do a 2-month or 3-month budget in order to get this thing right. So we're not going to be forced into voting for something that we know is totally inadequate for the people of the city of Chicago.
So the Chicago Tribune yesterday put out this editorial.
Let's go back. So listen to what your alderman is saying now. Well, yeah, we supposed to have did it, but even if we got to go over 2 more months after this, but we're going to have to do it. We're going to have to do it. Even if we don't get this budget done by this year, if we got to go too much, yeah, it never happened. Listen to what Bill said. Yeah, it never happened. But if we got to do it, we got to do it. We can go 2 months after the new year to get a good budget. We got to do what we got to do. Listen to what's happening. This is what your aldermen should be doing, y'all. We should never have to go down there and make these people do what they supposed to have been doing in the first place. This is how they all should have been talking, period. No, we can't do this. No, this boat. They should have been doing this. Why they wasn't doing this, y'all? That's why I'm telling y'all they got to go.
Not extend our budget past the first of the year. Yes, by law, we're mandated to do it, but we can always extend it. We can do a 2-month or 3-month budget in order to get this thing right. So we're not going to be forced into voting for something that we know is totally inadequate for the people of the city of Chicago.
So the Chicago Tribune yesterday put out this editorial saying that Chicago spends way more than the other 4 largest cities in the country. And that includes when you take out the pension obligation. We are still spending so much. Why are we spending so much money and where is it all going?
Listen.
Well, we've always had a spending problem. And that's why the coalition of 15 aldermen have been staying together to say, look, we need to have cuts and efficiencies. When we have a disaster like this, when we have $1 billion deficit, how do you continue to spend without first looking for cuts and efficiencies? How do you look to increase certain aldermen's budgets and take other aldermen and give their wives security detail in this budget?
Wait a minute, y'all. Hold on, let's break this. Hold on, look what Bill's saying. How you getting aldermen's increases in their budget? We're already in $1 billion deficit. And you been telling y'all getting raises? Certain aldermen's getting raises? Think about it. We're in $1 billion deficit, but you steady spending money. Listen to what the man's saying. And this other part, listen what he's saying.
Well, we've always had a spending problem, and that's why the coalition of 15 aldermen have been staying together to say, look, we need to have cuts and efficiencies. When we have a disaster like this, when we have $1 billion deficit, how do you continue to spend without first looking for cuts and efficiencies? How do you look to, increase certain aldermen's budgets and take other aldermen and give their wives security detail in this budget when we have a budget deficit? We need cuts and efficiencies, and we can get there.
Did he say get a wives details? Did he say how did you spend our tax dollars? The tax dollars, our tax dollars. How do you spend our tax dollars and giving these aldermen wives? We didn't elect these people. We don't even know who your wife are. What do she need a detail for? Why these aldermen wives getting police detail where they getting chauffeur around wherever they want to go? How are you spending taxpayer money that we already in $1 billion deficit, and you using that money, our money, to give it to spend it on aldermen wives to detail them around? Brandon Johnson already have a 200 police department, CPD detail. 200. Why do you need 200 police to detail you, Brandon Johnson? We can start with cutting some of that. Listen, y'all, we're in the deficit. His first thing was to tax us. 300 million. That was his first idea. Let's tax the people. Let's tax the already tax out, losing their home, poor residents. Let's tax them some more. That was his first go-to. It wasn't to, okay, we just gotta get some of those detail, 200 police detail I have. I gotta cut to 50. We shouldn't be giving aldermen wives the detail. Who are they? That'll save us $1 million. Let's start there. Let's start with the aldermen who got all them raises, just got out all them raises. Why y'all getting raises when we in $1 billion deficit? That'll save us some millions of dollars right there. How about Mohawk Brandon Johnson? How about the $30,000 you spent on that Mohawk and makeup? That'll save us some money a month. That'll save us some millions of dollars right there. Are you all listening to what's happening? So this is our tax dollars being just spent recklessly. And then the first thing you gonna do is gonna say, okay, well, I'm not gonna cut none of that. I'm not gonna cut our stuff. How about we just tax the residents $300 million? $300 million. How about we just tax them? Don't we ain't finna cut nothing. How about we just tax them? And y'all telling me, hey, Zoe. Hey, Zoe. So Zoe on here. Zoe, I told them about what we did to Michelle Harris to go on your channel and subscribe to your channel and go look at it. So they going to go look at it. I already told them, Zoe. Listen, Zoe, what did we do with Michelle Harris? Look, y'all, Zoe Lee in the chat. So I told you all, I told them earlier to go on your channel and subscribe and go look at that, what we did to Michelle Harris and Jesse Fuentes. Y'all, Michelle Harris last term. Look what Zoe said. Michelle Harris last term. Yes, it is. You all have to go on there and look at how, I just told them how she sold them out. Thank you all for the super chat. Thank you so much. Thank you. You all demand Doge. Yes, we're demanding an audit. These people are stealing our money and then they're going to tax us, y'all. These people are insane. So let's listen to what Bill had to say. You all, please make sure y'all go subscribe to Zoe's channel, because I'm telling you, the information that we putting out with these aldermen is epic. Y'all gonna learn, y'all gonna see how y'all aldermen is like, oh wow, y'all really just selling us out. It's epic. Seriously. It's crazy. Y'all already hearing it from the horse's mouth. What's happening? These people need to go to jail. That's why we not playing. So look, y'all. So let's go finish. Let's go finish to hear what Bill got to say. I'm gonna try to stop interrupting. Like, y'all, like and share. Please like and share.
Have cuts and efficiencies.
Like and
when
share.
we have a disaster like this, when we have $1 billion deficit, how do you continue to spend without first looking for cuts and efficiencies? How do you look to, increase certain aldermen's budgets and take other aldermen and give their wives security detail in this budget when we have a budget deficit? We need cuts and efficiencies, and we can get there. We've identified over $1 billion of cuts and efficiencies, and this administration has ignored it. And we're not talking about layoffs. They're trying to scare people saying they're going to be layoffs. We've never said anything about layoffs. There's enough fat and efficiencies in this budget to where we can cut over $1 billion out of it without having any layoffs.
Listen.
Our budget has increased $5 billion over the past 4 years.
Listen.
This is out of control, and I'm really excited that the aldermen are finally standing up and they're seeing what we've been talking about for a long time. And they're
listen what Bill said. I'm really excited that the aldermen, listen what we saying, y'all, that your aldermen are finally standing up. Bill, why are they finally standing up? Can you tell me that? Why are your aldermen finally standing up? Because they're being held accountable. It's called accountability. Bill, why are your aldermen finally standing up? He said he's glad that the aldermen are finally, he didn't say they were, he said they're finally standing up. Why y'all think that? Why do you think the aldermen are finally standing up? Can y'all please answer that? Because they're being held accountable. That's what we keep telling y'all. Y'all got to hold these people accountable. You should be calling your alderman every day. Hey, pass that budget. Pass that budget if you want to. I will make sure everybody know not to vote for you in this neighborhood. If I got to go knock on doors myself. Everybody on here should be calling their alderman. You should be calling your alderman right now and say, y'all just heard what this man said. Brandon Johnson is paying all these people. All y'all aldermen are selling y'all out. They getting paid. Wives getting paid. Who your wife? Why she got a detail? Everybody should be like, hold on. Can I speak to Raymond Lopez? Yeah, okay. Raymond, I'm gonna need you not to say yeah for anything that's gonna raise my property taxes or any taxes. If you do, you won't have that seat. And if I have to make sure, if I have to go knock on doors myself, then I'll do that. Oh, okay. Thank you. Have a nice day. Or if you got to talk, because Michelle Harris, like we did in that video, she don't come to work. Michelle Harris don't come to work, and her staff real snotty. That's what a lot of people said. So this broad is she didn't get paid making a whole lot of money. This broad, Michelle Harris, been selling y'all out for a very long time. She making so much money. And then broad, you got the nerve to be snotty when people call your office or you don't even come to work. And then your staff got the nerve to be rude. Broad, you gotta go. You done lost your mind, broad. This is over with. All that stuff, this plan is selling out is over with. This a new day. It's over with. You know how much money Michelle Harris made off y'all? Go look at that video. Y'all gotta go look at that video. Zoe, go look at that video of Michelle Harris. You know how much money she done made off y'all? And then got the nerve to be snotty and you work for us? Broad, you done lost your mind. And got the nerve, call my office. Okay, I'm gonna call your office. How about I call your office? All of y'all, Michelle Harris wore. Because she was one of the ones. Michelle Harris, you've been selling us out for a very long time, Michelle Harris. Okay. You will not be in office coming up, your next election. Oh, just know you won't be in office. Oh, okay, thank you. Bye-bye. Ain't nobody playing with these people no more.
Seeing what we've been talking
Okay, let's
$1 billion out of it without having any loss. Our budget has increased $5 billion over the past 4 years. This is out of control, and I'm really excited that the aldermen are finally standing up, and they're seeing what we've been talking about for a long time, and they're standing up and saying, you know what, enough is enough, and we need to get the city back on the right track because it's headed in the wrong direction.
What kind of cuts would you propose? What have you found? Where is the bloat that can be cut?
Listen, y'all.
Well, when you look at the fact that we've gone up $5 billion in 4 years, what we've proposed to the administration is go back to 2020 levels, pre-COVID, and then look at that number and then do the cost of inflation, which is 3 or 4% per year. That alone is $536 million.
Listen.
We all know that we need public safety. There are over 2,000 police vacancies in the police department. There's no way on earth we can fill 2,000 vacancies in a year. So let's take 1,000 of those positions and put them on the shelf, not eliminate them, but put them on the shelf because we can't fill them anyway because we don't have the capacity. We can save $172 million by just putting those positions on the shelf and come back, and when things get better, we can start filling those positions. We can't fill them anyway. We don't have the capacity. We can only put about 120 officers through the academy every month. So even if we did on the height, we're only talking about 1,200 officers that we can put through the academy. So that's another 172 million. So that's just the tip of the iceberg. When we look at all the bloat that's in all of the different departments, we can cut it and we can get it done. So I'm imploring all of my colleagues, vote this budget down. Let's start over and let's really force the administration to do the right thing by the people of the city of Chicago, and we can do it.
Okay, I can't let you go.
So you heard what he said. If they was been doing their job, they can force this administration to do the right thing for the citizens, y'all. They had the power all along. Nothing would. That's what I keep trying to tell y'all. We know we dealing with a one-term mayor. We know we dealing with an idiot with a mohawk. We know we dealing with somebody who don't have the mental capacity. He was a felon social studies teacher. We know this. But your aldermen could have had your back and could have stopped him. That's why, if y'all don't take away nothing else from here, this is what I want you all to take away. Your aldermen had the power all along to stop this, to not let it even get to this point. They had the power to stop this idiot dictator. Your aldermen that you represented, that you put in power to represent you. Your aldermen that you put, thanks for the super chat, y'all. Thank you so much. Thank you. Your aldermen that you allowed to get in, to get that $140,000 a year job, to take care of their family and kids, go to private schools and nice schools. You allowed that one person to get in that door to represent you, to make that good money. They had the power all along to stop this idiot dictator who don't know what he's doing. They had that power. But you know what they didn't use their power for? Instead of using their power to represent you, who they were put in office to do, they thought about themselves and sold you out and got their pockets fat and made sure they family wasn't going to public schools and their kids wasn't dumb and making sure illegals wasn't all in their neighborhood and they was making sure they had the big houses. All along, didn't care about nothing about your kids in the street getting shot. Didn't care about abandoned buildings all in your neighborhood. Didn't care about illegals coming over here in your neighborhood, taking everything free, everything. Didn't care about the TIF money that's been given to these white developers to sell you out and knock down buildings and put up affordable homes while they can make money, these white developers, to put up things in your neighborhood. This is what you put them in office for, wasn't it? When you voted for your alderman, did you go vote on your alderman? Did you put on that paper and say, oh, I'm going to vote for Michelle Harris? When you voted for that, did you get them that? When you put her on, did you say, I'm going to put Michelle Harris in office so she can sell me out? I'm going to put Michelle Harris in office so she can get paid and not look out for me. I'm going to put Michelle Harris in office so she can sell out her community. She can sell out her black community because we don't have no businesses in her neighborhood. I'm gonna put my vote behind Michelle Harris so she can get paid, so she can not only get paid. What is it? Y'all, it's so much stuff she did. Go look at that video, cause my man is going blank now. Go look at that video. Y'all gotta go look at that video that me, Zoe Lee, and Miss Jessica Jackson did. This is insane what these people been allowed to do for so many years, because we don't think enough of ourselves and our kids and our community and our tax dollars and our vote to say, hey, if I put you in there, you got to represent me. If you not, I'm going to give you this one time, this one term. And if you not doing what we ask you to do, you got to get up out of there. One term. They don't get 20, 30 years. Michelle Harris been in what, 40 years? What do we say, 2007 she been? You've been selling people out that long. You've been allowed to be an alderman for that long. You've been allowed to sell your community out that long. And didn't nobody hold you accountable? Didn't nobody get you up out of office? We allowed this woman to sell us out for this long? And did none of us think to say, hey, we better than this. Look at our neighborhoods. Did none of us think to do that? Y'all, we got to do better. We have to do better. If the very survival of Chicago citizens we have to do better. That's crazy. This is crazy, y'all, when you think about it. Now, let's listen to, please hit the share button. Thank you, Solid Snake. Thank you so much. Yes, please hit the share button. Get this message out, especially if you're in Chicago. Get this message out. Okay, now listen. This is going to be the most important part, you all. This is going to be the most important part that I need you all to listen to. And I'm going to try my best to shut up and not interrupt. But this is going to be the most important part of this conversation. All right? So please listen. Please like and share, you all. Like and share. But I'm going to try my best to be quiet. Let me go back a little bit. Okay, let's let Bill talk.
Administration to do the right thing by the people of the city of Chicago, and we can do it.
Okay, I can't let you go without asking you about this. Exclusively breaking news yesterday on Paris on Politics that in this budget, the Mayor Johnson is proposing is a $400,000 salary for the vice mayor for the city of Chicago. Explain that one.
Well, let me just say, in my 25 years in the city council, the vice mayor has never had a budget. It is just a position in the event that anything happens to the mayor, which we definitely don't want anything to happen. However, $400 million. So when you look at the vice mayor, he has three budgets. He has his automatic budget, he has the budget of zoning, and he has a budget on the vice mayor. Vice mayor has never in history had a budget. But yet you get $400,000 basically for people to do nothing. It's to reward people for doing what you want them to do. And then when you look at this budget, we discovered Alderman Talaferro was increasing his budget by $31,000. We flushed that out. They never said anything to us about that. Cincho Lopez, the Committee on Housing, they were increasing his budget $50,000 in order to buy his vote. And then when you look at the city treasurer, which is Jason Irvin's wife, her budget increased by an additional security officer. That's given her two. Under Mayor Lightford, she eliminated those positions.
Y'all, I'm gonna play this over. Did y'all just hear that? Did y'all just hear what Bill said? The vice mayor is making more than a United States president. I don't even think the president get paid that much. I'm serious. The vice mayor, you told me, you hear he said he never heard nothing like this ever. The vice mayor, $400,000 a year in this budget that your aldermen, 12 of them voted for. That's more than the president of the United States make. Or they're about the same. What is it? The president make 400,000, 500, one of them. Your vice mayor. This is what he gonna be making. Your vice mayor. Not the mayor, your vice mayor. Okay. Listen, let me go back because we gotta hear this again. We gotta go. This is crazy. Listen to your aldermen. Listen to every alderman. So if that's your alderman that he's Tyler Farrow, listen. Let me go back because we gotta.
Okay, I can't let you go without asking you about this. Exclusively breaking news yesterday on Paris on Politics that in this budget, the Mayor Johnson is proposing is a $400,000 salary for the vice mayor for the city of Chicago. Explain that one.
Well, let me just say, in my 25 years in the city council, the vice mayor has never had a budget. It is just a position in the event that anything happens to the mayor, which we definitely don't want anything to happen. However, $400 million. So when you look at the vice mayor, he has three budgets. He has his automatic budget, he has the budget of zoning, and he has a budget on the vice mayor. Vice mayor has never in history had a budget, but yet you get $400,000 basically for people to do nothing. It's to reward people for doing what you want them to do. And then when you look at this budget, we discovered Alderman Tyler Farrow was increasing his budget by $31,000. We flushed that out. They never said anything to us about that. Cincho Lopez, the Committee on Housing, they were increasing his budget $50,000 in order to buy his vote. And then when you look at the city treasurer, which is Jason Irvin's wife, her budget increased by an additional security officer. That's given her two. Under Mayor Lightford, she eliminated those positions, eliminated them. And so now that he's chairman of the budget committee, they're increasing her security detail by two people. I can tell you, if you walk down the street today, nobody even knows who the city treasurer is. Why does she have two officers as a security detail? These are things that are just really taking advantage of the people of the city of Chicago, and we need to stop it and stop it now.
That's why your blood sugar rises and your vision deteriorates. Did you know type 2 diabetes is a completely reversible condition? You may not...
Y'all tired now?
Well, it is a working weekend for
y'all tired now?
City Council. The city's just over 2 weeks now to pass a budget.
Y'all tired now? I just want to know, what is it gonna take? Are y'all tired now?
Attending a Christmas charity event who say the budget is still top of mind.
Y'all tired now? Are y'all worth more than this now? Do y'all finally realize that you worth more than this? That you deserve more than this, Chicago? Are y'all tired now? Like, I need to know. Are we really tired now of this? Do y'all see now we say Chicago has to flip red? Do y'all understand now why we saying this? Do you all understand why we keep saying we gotta flip Chicago? Listen, what do you say to the wife? What do you say Tyler Farrow wife? Do you understand what we say? All these departments got to go. Now y'all see why we saying that. Because you cannot get any help from the lower level to the big level. No help. Because these are this is the Democrat machine. This is the way they do things. So it's just a big old circle. And they all with each other. The whole Democrat Party is Chicago runs the whole Democrat Party. The Democrat Party machine runs Chicago. And this is how they're able to get all this corruption, keep all this corruption. They get paid and selling you out. This is how it's done. Because they have no opposing, nothing to oppose them. It ain't no Republicans in there. It ain't nobody saying, no, this is corrupt to go against them. Everybody is Democrat. What do you say, Tyler Farrow wife in records? Don't like know you. Why don't she got 2 police details? Like he said, I guarantee if you walk down the street, don't nobody know who you are. We don't know you, lady. Like Brandon Johnson, we don't know your wife. Who is she? Who cares about her? So why? You just gonna spend our money, just do what you want to do. And you gonna reward people for selling us out. Now do you all understand why we didn't vote blue? Why we never voting blue again? Why we are getting these people up out of office? Why we say Chicago with a flip red from Brisker to Pratt-Winkle to Kwame Raoul to Duckworth, Tammy Duckworth. I just showed you on the video how Duckworth, they crashing out for these illegals. They talking about how your U.S. state, the state representative, Duckworth, Tammy Duckworth, and who else was it? Tammy Duckworth and I can't think of it, but it's in my other video. Now do you all understand why I keep saying these Democrats, what they are? They're anti-American. They're not for you. All they want to do is get rich off your plight. All while you are down. Listen to this, y'all. Listen. All of them getting rich, and the first thing they did, the first thing they proposed was to raise your taxes $300 million. You already suffering. We already suffering. And the first thing you can do is think about on the people that's already struggling, the people that's already just trying to make an honest living and go to work. The first thing you can do is say, let's raise their taxes some more. You got to be an evil, an evil demon to do that. That's crazy. And guess what? We allow it. That's why now I'm trying to get you all to understand why we voted for Trump. This is not just that. This is the Democrat policies, you all. This is what they push. This is if you all do your research and you do, this is their agenda. This is what they push. This is who they're for. Illegals. They're for them getting paid off your oppression. They don't care nothing about you. It's they getting paid. Make sure their kids go to nice schools. They get yachts. They have big cars. They all while taxing you. They think it's to tax the taxpayer, tax you for going to the work, making an honest living, trying to do what's right. You get penalized for it. But they'll never ever say, oh, well, let me just cut my salary. I'm making too much money. I'm stealing a lot of money. Let me just do that. That'll never come to their mind. But what we will do is tax you. We don't care about you coming down there saying we stole your mama's property, that you can't afford to keep your kid in school, that you homeless black man, you homeless veteran. We don't care about that. What you want us to do about it? Okay. But election time come, you got, hey, here your alderman, here goes some turkeys. Go to the senior citizen building, here goes some turkeys. Michelle Harris or them aldermen that been there for a long time, getting your grandmama, getting your mama to vote for them. Oh, here come election time. Oh, let me go get some turkeys for the elderly. Let me go get them some turkeys. Let me go get them bingo night at the YMCA. Let me make sure the older people got bingo night. Oh, that Michelle Harris always take care of us. We love us some Michelle Harris. We love us some Byron Dallas. We love them some, Central Lopez. We love us some them. Mama, you know your taxes going up. You know where we stay at. You know how high the taxes is. We can't hardly afford to keep you here in this home or this where you at because taxes going up. Do you know this and that? On the senior citizens, did you know that? No. Did you know food so high and you're on a fixed income elderly person who you keep voting in, Michelle Harris, and you're on a fixed income? Do you know why you can't afford nothing now? Oh, but she gave us some turkeys. She came to the senior citizen house and gave us some turkeys and told us to vote for her. And she had us bingo night. Bingo night. That's a great woman. That's what they do. That's who they are. It's their policies. That's why I keep saying they are anti-American. The Democrats, and I'm going to keep saying this on every one of my lives, they need to go sit in the corner. They need to get in the time out for 30 to 40 years. And they never need to get back in power until they understand that you don't ever do this you don't never play with the Chicago citizens or American citizens again. Until you understand that you work for us, and it's about American first, Americans first, foundational people that were born and raised here, that are here legally, until you understand that we put you in office and you work for us, until you understand that, oh, you'll never get into power. Oh, we're going to hold y'all accountable till the cows come home. Ain't nobody stupid, ain't nobody playing, and this younger generation ain't playing with them. So they already they're getting the aldermen stay in because it's the older generation. They don't understand how you sell them out because they still look at mainstream media. They still look at the news. That's the lying fake news. The younger generation, they on YouTube. They on social media. They on X. They getting the real deal for what's happening on the ground. So y'all ain't tricking the young people, but the older people. So that's why we got to get to our elderly grandmamas and them. They got to stop voting for these people. That's what I'm talking about. This is crazy, y'all. How do we allow these people to sell us out this long? This is crazy. They've been selling us out for a very long time. And the problem is, you can't blame the Republicans. The Republicans ain't doing it. Think about it. You can't blame Trump. You can't blame the Republicans. Republicans ain't been in power in Chicago for a very long time. 1932 or something? Y'all done headed to Chicago for forever. So y'all, the shithole we in right now, what's happening, you can't blame Republicans for that. So y'all, we gotta get our mind right. Seriously, we gotta flip this whole thing red. And let the Democrat Party know, until y'all act like y'all got some sense, they'll stay in power. Now, if we got some more or somebody that's we can go to. Because right now, we can't go to nobody to get no help. The lawyers won't go help you because we got Democrat judges. So the lawyers don't want to get in trouble with the Democrat judges or get blackballed. So you ain't going to have no help when it comes down to certain things. Now, cop shooting, oh yeah, you going to get justice. If a white cop shoot a black man, whether it was justified or not, you're gonna get that. That's gonna get cut because you know what? The Democrat Party funded the police. They push that narrative that the police and this and that. Oh, you all day long. But when you trying to get help, real help, far as they stealing black people property, they pushing black people out of they residence, out of their neighborhoods, they put illegals here. Black people can't get business loans, black people can't get loans in their business, in their neighborhoods, black people can't get grants in their neighborhood, certain things. And when you talk about the real stuff that's happening, you ain't gonna be able to get no help. They're gonna take a police case. If you were shot by the police, they're gonna take that case. Because that's the Democratic way. That's their narrative. That's what they want to push. That's the narrative they want to keep pushing. But when you got some real issues where they stealing black people homes and all that, oh no. You ain't gonna get no help. You ain't gonna get no help with that. Because you got Democrat attorneys and Democrat judges. You got Democrat state's attorney. You got a Democrat mayor. You got all Democrats. You got a Democrat president of Cook County. All Democrats looking out for each other. So where you going to go get help at? Ain't no help for you. You out here by yourself. And now y'all understand. Now y'all see why we say, look at the illegals. They want to crash out for these illegals. They crashing out. All the Democrats. Everywhere. Every state. Crashing out for illegal. They telling Biden to hurry up and get on money and fast track these people to citizenship. Crashing out for them. That's their policies. That's who they are. anti-American. They don't think about their citizens and they don't put America first. So we're done with that. We're done with them. It's over for them. Until they get their man, and I don't care. I'm really never going back Democrat. I'm really not. So we the new face of the Republican Party. We the new black faces of the Republican Party. We're going to bring some flavor to that. So when you look at black Republicans, you ain't going to be thinking about Tim Scott or Byron Donalds. You're going to be thinking about us. Chicago Flips Red. We are going to bring the flavor. We're going to have our own little thing. Our own little Republican Party, black Republican Party, which I don't like to say. We're not going to use all that racism stuff. We're not bringing none of that over here to where we at. We're not doing it. All that division, all that identity politics, all that, we're not doing that over here. Black, white, we all gonna get along. If you, whoever, black, white, Chinese, whatever you are, Republican Party, we getting along. It is what you my brother, you my sister. That's what it is. All that division, that's gonna stay over there with the Democrat Party. We just Americans and we Republicans. We go by we are governed by the Constitution. That's it. So all that division and stuff, the identity politics, we leaving that right over here. So the faces that y'all gonna see, we gonna bring our whole flavor to it. We gonna, however it's gonna be, you know, y'all gonna be identified like, oh, I can be a Republican. My values are conservative. Everything they believe, American first. They are for Americans. Everything they do is for America and for us. And everything, we not for all this transgender, all this being in girls' washroom and sports and he, she, and our kids' school, all that garbage. We ain't for none of that. We ain't for none of that unaliving, yo, you know what I'm saying? We're not advocating for that, unaliving your little ones. We see all of that. We ain't for none of that. So the new face of the Republican Party, what we finna do, the black face of the Republican, we're going to bring the flavor. We're going to have conservative values because we all basically have conservative. Most black people have conservative values. Most black men are not for all this LGBTQ, teaching that to kids and being out their schools and into that, all that feminine agenda and all that. Most black men ain't with that. Most black men ain't with independent woman and they not the man in the house and all that. A lot of black men ain't with that. They just haven't understood that this is the part that associated that with the Democrat Party, because most of us have conservative values. Most of us in the black community, we used to go to church all for 3 hours every day when we was younger. Our mothers, we are taught Jesus Christ, man as woman, kids. We ain't taught all this weird stuff. We wasn't never brought up like this. So most of us in our nature have conservative values. Like I said, our grandmothers took us to church. We used to be in church 5 hours every day. So we don't believe in all that stuff. We just haven't associated that with the Democrat Party and got off that and woke up yet. So that's what we doing. That's where we at, y'all. I love y'all. And I'm not going to tell y'all. And let me say this. I don't hate nobody. I don't hate people who came over here illegally. I don't hate people because it's not their fault that they were told to do something or they felt like they want to do something. It's not their fault that the Biden Harris lied to them. It's not their fault that they just, but if you break the law, you break the law. You have to do things in decent and in order. We have laws here. And just like I can't go out right now as an American citizen and break the law, they're going to throw my black butt right in jail. They ain't going to care about if I got kids. They probably going to take my kids if I do something bogus enough. They're going to take my kids because they're going to say neglect or I ain't fit to be a mother. So they probably take my kids. So if I go break the law right now and do something, they're going to lock my butt up. You know better than me. So I'm not going to advocate for you to come over here, maybe just for a better life or whatever, and say that's okay. It's not okay. I can see you coming to, because you really escaping some really political persecution, or it's really like some things going on where you got to come here. I mean, got to leave your country. But you don't leave that. You don't cross 7 other countries to get here if you really in danger of your life, or if you really trying to escape with your life. You don't come here to get everything for free. That ain't what you're doing. You're gonna go to the next country over and stay there because that's what you own. But when you come here and our government do treason on the people and allow you to come over here illegally, and not only that, give you our resources, take from us a little bit we have and give it to you. And then not only that, tax us tax us, make us pay for you. Because you decided to come from your country because you want to come here to make money. I can't go for that. I'm not going to go for that. Because you know better than my kids. So I'm not going to allow, I got to take care of man. I'm not going to allow you to come over here and take from me to give to you, even though the government did that, and that'd be okay. No, because that ain't right. That's not right. So if we don't step up and say nothing, that's not right. So I'm sorry that you are in the middle of this, because our government committed treason on us. But hey, it is what it is. You broke the law, and now, like Trump said, you got to come over here the right way. And now, because we got rapists, we have murderers, we got all that, and they're being infiltrated in our neighborhood. We love our kids like you love yours. We want our neighborhood safe just like you want yours. So we can allow that because you didn't do it the right way. Now we don't know who's who. So now it has to happen. So I don't hate nobody, y'all. I really don't. But right is right. Right is right. And I'm not going to allow somebody to take from me, man, and tax me for it. And now my kids can't get what I worked hard for. And my husband, who been on that police force for 28 years, sacrificed his life, paid big taxes, great cop. Every time he left that house, he sacrificed his life for the people. And you think I'm going to allow you to come in and take what my husband sacrificed his life to give us, and then I'm just going to allow somebody to come in and get everything, take our taxes and tax us out of our home? What he put that work in me, put our work in for? Not going to happen. Not going to happen. So, I mean, that's just where it is. It's no hate there. No hate. But y'all got to understand where we at. Y'all have to understand. It's like if we came to your country, 22 million of us, and we demanded resources and got everything, and then y'all had to pay for it. You ain't going to allow it. You're going to be happy about it. You're not going to be okay with it. We not okay with it. That's just not what it's going to be. So, because you did it the wrong way, we don't know who you are, you got to go and come back the right way. That's just what it is. And I don't feel bad for saying it. I don't feel bad for advocating for it. It's just not what it is. Because if I broke the law, they going to lock my black butt in. Ain't nobody going to feel sorry for me. They going to say, Danny broke the law. This our laws of the land. She got to go to jail. That's what they going to say. Lock her butt up. And you ain't no better than me. You ain't going to come in my country and break the law. The first law of getting in here. And then I'm saying, oh my God, no. No, it's not right. It's out of order. So that's all I had to say, y'all. So let me see if I can get some of this. Let me just see something, y'all. Let me show you. So look, some of the people on X took some of my video, right? You know, because I went live with the meeting. I went live with the meeting, so they took some of my footage and posted it, and they and it's going viral. The footage I did in the city council, and then Fox hit me up because they asked me, can they use some of my footage that I took in the live meeting? Can they use some of that and post it too? I told y'all, I'm giving y'all the inside scoop. I'm giving y'all the inside scoop of what's going on right there. I'm giving you the stuff that they want to get. So when I keep saying we the media, we the people who showing y'all what's going on the ground, that's what's happening. We showing y'all what's happening. We right there showing y'all. So y'all can make y'all own judgment. So yeah, that's what happened. So like the video, y'all. Like and share. But let me show y'all. Let me just show you some of the footage I got from the this right on my YouTube page, y'all. Y'all can go right there and look at it. But I was doing this live, y'all. I was filming. So as the stuff was happening, I didn't know what was going to happen. As it was happening, you all were seeing it live as it was happening on my page. Look, that was crazy. I wasn't expecting none of that stuff. So let me let y'all see. Let me see if I can find it. Where we at? Okay, let's see. This is, look, y'all, this is a short, what was it, 28 minutes. This dude came out here and ran his butt right on off. Look. Loser right there. The loser just got here. Look at the loser just got here. That's the loser. No, we don't. Look at this loser. Oh, she about to be famous on her birthday. Look. She about to be famous Friday on her birthday, y'all. So look, y'all. It was Michelle Harris' birthday, right? Yesterday. So we like, oh yeah, she about to be famous on her birthday. Yes.
This is
Listen what we tell them.
Call the vote.
We hold these people accountable.
Please use your e-device. The form is now open. If you need support, please raise your hand.
Okay, let me finish. So it was her birthday, and she was gonna be famous on her birthday. And we was telling her, "You're gonna be famous, Michelle." Okay, let me see. Let me go. Look, they just do what they want to do. Look. Also. Oh, look at Lopez.
No, what about public speaking? What about public speaking? No, he's violating our rights. This is our rights. He's violating our rights. Man, come on, stop. He's violating our rights.
No one care about democracy.
He's violating. Does nobody care?
Fascism and censorship. He's violating your rights. He's supposed to be. He's stopping it.
He's stopping it. Fascist.
Stop it. Kicking everybody out. He already motioned to recess. He already passed.
They already paid. Look, we ain't crazy. That's why we coming for them seats. We coming for them seats. That's why we coming for them seats. Letting them violate our rights.
The motion was voted on for recess.
People gotta speak. We paid our bus fare to come down here. Took our work. We took our work for this. We took our work for this. Why he worth $5 million.
don't know what he's doing.
Call the question was raised by Chairman Urban. That's the vote that we just took.
No, it said recess.
It said recess.
Recess until 1 p.m.
His fifth graders can read better.
Yeah, we can write. A failed social studies teacher. Public speaking. You got your.
So y'all see how we holding them accountable. We letting them know y'all breaking the law. Y'all aldermen should be standing up here saying they voted to have this go Monday. They should have said Raymond Lopez kept looking like no. You saw Raymond Lopez stand up there like y'all just gonna keep not listening to me. This is what they do. This is what they do.
The stage so they can be like, oh, let's have.
Send them, Dave. We want to go. More about 77 votes. Loser. That's their last warning, too. Then we come to play them secrets. It's your last warning. You're going to be famous.
Listen what we telling now.
Look at this.
For the question to be called. And so the vote that was taken, thank you, the vote that was taken, there was a question called for the motion to recess to Monday, December 16th at 1 p.m.
Just go look at the video. We holding them accountable.
He's a dictator. He's a dictator. He's a dictator. He's going to jail. Yes. He's going to jail.
So just go watch the video. But yeah, that's what they do. That's what they do. But we kept telling them aldermen, y'all better not vote. Y'all better not vote for it. So we're holding their feet to the fire. It's serious. Yes, it's that serious. Yes, Michelle Harris, we told her on her birthday, we're going to make you famous. That's going to be your birthday present. You about to be famous. Your constituents going to know how you done sold them all out. That's your birthday present. So yes, that's what's going on, y'all. That's the video that I posted yesterday. But anyway, it's almost 2 hours, y'all. But anyway, thank you all for being here. And remember, we got the thank you all for being here. Remember and listen, if you all want to send me some stuff, because we're doing Famous Friday, if you all want to send me some stuff that you all think we need to know about your aldermen, that you all want us to know, or if you want to send me some stuff, because I did a video about that. Remember, I did a video about Midway Staffing Company. I had a lady who worked there to send me some inside information. She got a lawsuit on them. She's a black lady, and they have been hiring illegals and things like that. She sent me some information in my email. So yeah, you all, when I tell y'all this is happening, showing y'all it's happening, she sent me some stuff and said, yes, Danny, you were right. You were absolutely right. So I'm gonna read that. Probably I'm gonna read that soon. But anyway, I love y'all. I love you all. So if you all want to email me and send me some information that you all think I should know what's happening, send it to me and then we can talk about it. But yeah, it was happening in Chicago and stuff. That's cool. But I love y'all. I love y'all, and I'm here just to tell y'all the honest to God truth. That's what I'm here for. I'm gonna speak my truth, and I'm trying to tell y'all. Now, y'all, with the information I'm giving you, however you want to take it, you take it. But I'm really hoping we wake up before it's too late. All right? I love you all. I love you all so much. Please, if you don't know Jesus. Oh, okay. Before I do the 6-week challenge, you all, the video is on my page. I posted the 6-week challenge. It's probably going to be in the shorts video. It's a 6-week challenge we're doing. And we're doing no sugar as well and no starches. That's what we're doing for the 6 weeks. We started December the 2nd. And from December the 2nd, we're doing 6 weeks. So you all should be able to go into the new year already conditioning your body to start eating right and working out and things like that. So you don't have to wait until your New Year's resolution to say, I'm going to be healthy. We already going into the new year healthy. So the 6-week challenge is on my page. Go look at it and do it, and then comment how, if you did it, how many times you were able to do it in a week and things like that. But we are doing no sugar and no starches because we're going to make America fit again. That's going to be our thing. Make America fit again. Okay? Because Robert Kennedy got make America healthy again. Make America fit again. That's my thing. All right? So that's it right there. I love you all. I love you all so much. And I'm just trying to put the information out there for you. And now, if you don't know Christ, if you don't know Christ, you have to get to know him. You got to be saved, because we got to know where we going when we die. If you don't know if you saved, if you want to be saved, all you have to do is say this. Just say this. Ask God to forgive you for your sins and mean it and confess with your mouth. That's it. And he's going to do the rest. So what you say is, Lord, forgive me. Forgive me for everything that I have did. Forgive me for the sins I have did knowingly and knowingly. Help me, Father. I don't want to keep living this life, this lifestyle. Help me. I need you, because I cannot do this by myself. You got to ask for your forgiveness. Now confess with your mouth. Father God, I believe that you, Jesus, I believe that you are the Son of God. I believe that you died on the cross for my sins, and I believe that you rose with all power in your hand, that you are my risen Savior. That's it. Ask God to look, God, I don't know you. I don't know who you are. I don't know. But I want to have a personal relationship with you. I need you to show me who you are, not who people say that you are. I need to know you personally. And he's gonna have that. You're gonna have that personal experience. He's gonna start revealing himself to you, and you're gonna know without a shadow of a doubt it's him. Because you ain't gonna be able to say, "Oh, it's this, that." He gonna let you know exactly who he is, especially when you ask for it. So when you do that, and then just ask him to take all of me and give me all of you, and he's going to do it. And then you're going to understand, your ass going to be open, and you're going to start understanding that we are dealing with principalities and wickedness in high places, and that we're not fighting these demons. We're fighting them. What happened? We're fighting them. My light just went out. We're not fighting these demons. We're fighting these demons in the spirit realm, not in the flesh. We are fighting these demons in the spirit, and that's how we have to fight them. So I love you all. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you so much. And just subscribe to the channel, and then comment when it's over. Comment, let me know, and we'll talk about whatever, we'll talk about it. But I love you all. Stay safe. My American brothers and sisters, I love y'all. I love you all. And look, let's make America great again. All right? Trump 2024, baby. Love you all. And thanks, you all. Thanks so much for the super chat. Oh my God. Thank you all so much for that. The super chats. Let me see. We have Latita Woods. Hold on. It went away. Latita Woods. Thank you, Latita. Thank you so much for the super chat. It just went away. And then we had, let me see if I can find it. Let me see. We have that. Let me see, where did it go? Okay, wait a minute. Okay, we have, Courtney Smith. Thank you so much. Courtney said, I love what Chicago Red is doing. When is the next council meeting? So, Courtney, the next council meeting is Monday. He said Monday at 1 o'clock. It's the next council meeting. 121 North LaSalle. That's the next one. Thank you, Courtney, for your super chat. Thank you so much. Let me see. What was the other one? Okay, here we go. Latita Woods. You need to live in Chicago. Oh, I used to live in Chicago. I live in Brooklyn, New York now. I am keeping my eye on Chicago. Okay, it's a shame now. They are treating y'all. They are treating y'all. It's a shame how they're treating y'all. Flip Chicago red, Danny C. Thank you, Latita. Thank you so much. Yes. You got to flip Chicago red. Latita Woods. Thank you so much, Latita. And then let me find the other one. Thank you all so much. Let me see. Let me find it. Hold on, I gotta find the other one. Let me see, where is it? Hold on, y'all, let me find it. Okay, I got that one. Let me see it. I should have read it when it came up. Y'all, I'm still getting used to this. I'm still getting used to the YouTube thing. I really am. Y'all gotta know. Y'all can see I don't know nothing about. I gotta get used to this. I just know I needed my voice to be heard because these people won't stop playing with us. I just know we need to flip Chicago red. That's what I know. And even I didn't know how to work YouTube, but I know I was gonna say what I had to say. They wasn't gonna keep playing with us. I can't find that, but thank you all. It was thank you all so much. I love you all. Thank you, and have a great evening. Bye. I love you all. Please like and share and subscribe, you all, because I will be going live. Like on Monday, I'll probably be going live then. So sometimes I'm not gonna be able to tell you all, but you all just see I'm live. So if you get the notification, then you will just know that it'll tell you that I'm live. So just get the notifications as well. All right, I love you all. Bye bye.